Hey everyone, happy Sunday. Welcome back to Ingram Orchids and More. My name is Catherine, and today I am going to be showing you my Sarasota Orchid Society show and sale haul today of plants and artwork that I got from all the vendors at today's show. And it was so much fun getting to see everybody and mingle and talk and just it was nice not to be at work and just kind of see other vendors and see what other plants that they had to offer. It was just really fun getting to be with friends who, share the same passion as you do. But if you are local to Florida, I do recommend that you find a local orchid society near you so you can kind of get connected with others who are just as passionate as you are about the hobby. And even if you're not in Florida, there are orchid societies in different states. So I definitely recommend you reach out and get plugged in because they have a big community. They can talk about monthly talks about different types of orchids, and they have shows. So you get to enter your plants in and win ribbons, and just it's all around a good time. So if you have one near you, I definitely recommend you get plugged in. But we are not Sarasota Society members, but we know a lot of people who are, and we wanted to show up and support everybody, and I'm glad we did because we spent some money today. So let's dive right in and I'll show you what we got. All right, let's get started. All right, so if you know me, I love dendrobiums, and I got two new dendrobiums today, both from Springwater Orchids, and they were one of the first booths there at the show. But this is Dendrobium niitaka. I'll be sure to enter the name on the screen there so you can see it, but it's a Cassiope monolithiforme cross. And if I butcher the names, I'm sorry, but I'll make sure to include the tag details on the screen for you. But this is a little bitty dendrobium, white and purple flowers. I don't know if you can see that there. So cute. And the guy at the booth told me that it smells like jasmine, and we were indoors at this show, so it was kind of hard to smell any fragrance at the time. So I'm hoping with it being exposed to some warm air, I'll get to smell that sense of jasmine soon. But that is what this is, and I just love how compact it is. Apparently it gets massive in a huge display of flowers, so I'm looking forward to that. But I have a kiki starting here at the top, which if you don't know is a baby orchid. So I got one little root there, so I want to wait until I get about two more, so a total of 3 roots before I do anything with that. But I think I'm just going to leave it alone for a while because it looks happy. But I got more buds on the way here, and I'm super excited to have this added to my collection. So that was acquisition number 1. Let me show you the second one. Acquisition number 2. Do we sense a theme? If you know me, you know I love these types of dendrobiums. But this was also from Springwater Orchids. And this is a Sophia Ang dendrobium hybrid. And I mean, just look at that flower. Oh my goodness. Very cream petals with a light tangerine lip there. It is so cute. I saw it. It was hiding on the back of their booth, and I was like, you're coming home with me. Gotta have it. Faintly fragrant right now. It's pretty fresh, but again, we'll see if any more fragrance kind of shows up over the next couple of days. Everything was indoors, and I'm sure traveling with orchids, it kind of makes the smell go away a little bit, but I'm super excited about this. It is a very large flower, and I'm excited. So that was acquisition number 2. And let's dive into what Tristan picked out, which he didn't want to talk about it today, so he's busy watching the kids right now. But let's talk about what he picked out. So his is from Ecuagenera, and this is Cattleya quadricolor number 3 crossed with number 2 is what the tag says there. But kind of floppy of a white Cattleya, but this is normal for this type. But very white, very colorful purple and yellow lip there. But people ask a lot of times, is this fully open? And it is fully open. It's just floppy like this. That's just what it's known to do with this variety, but very cute, and it is fragrant. Smells like cotton is the best way I can describe that. But it is in a 4-inch pot there. Pretty cute. He did good. So that's what he picked out at Ecuagenera. All right, the next one is from Bredren Orchids, and this is Encyclia brevifolia. This is a species known to Cuba, and it's just a little bitty thing, but look at those bulbs. Fat and juicy, we like to call them. But this is super gorgeous. I'll make sure to insert a picture for you guys so you can see. I mean, most of the stuff we got was blooming, but I think this is the only one that's not. But I'll make sure you get to see what that flower looks like. If you know Tristan, he loves encyclias, so this is nice. It's one that he has not gotten in his collection yet until now. So there you go. Very cute. Last but certainly not least, we went to Krull-Smith, the vendor, and we're really into novelty Phalaenopsis right now. So we picked up Phalaenopsis amboensis, cultivar Tejas Giant, and it is an AMAOS award. But I will put that in there. Look at that flower. Kind of looks leopardy almost, but it is very fragrant, very large, and we have some buds coming, which is super exciting. Julian, if you're watching this, he works at Krull-Smith, and he took such great care of us at his booth. And we originally picked one out that was hanging on the black grid wire, and went and paid for it. And he's just like, "Hey, come look over here. We've got some better ones. Let me send you home with one of these instead." So pays to make friends with everybody because he picked out a really, really nice plant for us. So Julian, thank you. We're super excited to add this to our collection. Very fragrant. It is like, I keep getting a minty smell to it. Very strange, but it is fragrant, which is nice because we grow these indoors. So it's kind of nice to have a little bit of a floral fragrance inside your home that is naturally occurring. So that is all of our orchid acquisitions. But what I wanted to show you is the artwork that we got from the local artists. So let me show you those right now. All right, you guys. So the first vendor that I had to support and just love on today is Sandy from Pato, Casero. She does a lot of orchid pottery, and she is so talented. Her and her mom make a whole bunch of different clay pottery, mounts, especially Neo-Phoenicia pots, which is so cool. But she also does a whole bunch of different custom work, and she is also an artist who creates these fun little designs. So if you don't know what this is an orchid mantis, and it eats the orchid pollinators, and kind of funky looking, but this is actually a blown up personal artwork piece from her. They're normally like the size of a jelly bean. They're really small, but they are so pretty with this bubblegum pink color. So it came with the frame and everything, and I just love it. I thought that was a cool little acquisition there. It's kind of nice to have nice watercolor prints in your home, not something from like your generic stores. That we have something that's an original. So Sandy, if you're watching, thank you so much. I love it, and it's gonna go with the rest of the stuff that you made me. So thank you. I appreciate it. So the next one is I got into trouble at his booth, but I got 3 different things from him, and I was super excited because I discovered him online. His name is Aaron Apsley, and he has his own social media and his own website, but he is a Florida artist as well. And he creates these watercolor pictures, and he creates originals. He creates he'll make prints of his watercolor originals, and he makes magnets, bags, everything. You'll see a lot of stuff. He even has a 2024 new calendar on his website, which is just different botanical pieces for each month. So we did get one of those a couple weeks back, but what I wanted to show you that I got from him So the first is an Encyclia tampensis vinyl magnet. Cute little guy there. We had to have a Florida native. We just had to. And if you know us, we have these all over our house in our growing environment, on the palm trees everywhere. Super cute. That is the regular form there, but we love a good butterfly orchid. So that's going to go right on my fridge. We got to represent the orchids, you know. And what I had been eyeing, because this flower was a part of his calendar for 2024, and I know how much Tristan loves Certipodiums, and Aaron created an original Certipodium punctatum cigar orchid, which is one of Tristan's favorites of all time. I had to buy the original watercolor right there. So I need to go frame shopping, obviously, but this is a bloom picture and it is just gorgeous. Very beautiful flower. It's just really cool to see it zoned in like that. Tristan was happy with that snag. So, and then the last one is a huge illustration of species of the orchid family. So this is 50 different orchid species that he created, and there's just so many on here, and it's just a close-up of the blooms themselves, but he numbered them individually and you can see what the names are on there. And he has different things from aeroids, air plants. He's got a whole bunch of stuff, but he does different types of orchids and you get to see a whole bunch of different blooms. But what I loved most was we have a Cattleya rex right here. Super pretty. We got some slipper orchids. Oh my gosh. Some bulbophyllums. We got the Myrmecophylla up here. It's just stunning. So orchids are taking over my life, and it's just going to be part of the decor for the inside. So that is what I got into trouble with at the show. So I 10 out of 10 recommend you get plugged in with your local orchid society, and if you have any orchid shows near you, go. I want to know where you guys are at. If you're a part of an orchid society, let me know that in the comments, but let me know what you liked from this haul and comment down below. I'd love to hear from you. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to us. We're here for you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.